Shop, bop, bop, it up, do bop. Oh, I was about to give it to y'all. Yo, this is Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that other good, wonderful, beautiful shit. You know, something just occurred to me. You know, I was having to explain some things. I have to explain our vision for the registry. It's totally different now, you know. More business, like everything that we're doing. I had a meeting with one of, you know, not only my friend, but one of my techs, and, you know, he does a lot of work for us here, there, and everywhere. And I was having another thing with the business manager, and we just putting things together. And, you know, I was posed a question because I almost have to do like homework with this stuff. And one of the questions I was posed is like, you know, what is the driving force? What would you, like, if you had to do the best analogy of what you would expect for not the registry, but the American Bully, you know, what would it be? And I was puzzled because for a while, it took me a while, you know, it took me a while. And then I realized it, you know, I was in the gym where I just left from, and right now my legs are hurting. And I got down to the last few sets, and man, for y'all weightlifters, y'all know what I'm talking about. And it was really hurting. And every time I would pick up my rope, you know, and I did say rope because I do these weird workouts sometimes where I do squats. In between my set of squats, I go over and do 100 jumps with the rope, you know. I like to trick my legs. I don't never like my legs to get comfortable, you know. I do giant sets and all that stuff. You know, 4 exercises in a row, and jump, then back at them. I like to build endurance and strength at the same time. I'm old. But anyway, it's painful. You know, it builds up a lot of lactic acid. But, you know, during the workout, you know, I was still thinking about this question because I have my little homework that I need to do tonight, you know, with this, with these guys. And the one thing that you know, it dawned on me is that, you know, the same way that I go about working out should be the same way that I feel we should go about, you know, our breed. And what I mean by that is, you know, the reason that I don't quit during the workout, even though that shit hurts and I could, you know, I've in there yelling sometime and shit, but you know, I have this thing in my head, you know what I mean? I have this thing in my head of at, you know, basically 40 years old now, what I should feel like, what I should look like, what my numbers should look like. And because I've been doing this so long, it's ingrained in me as to what I want to be. It's not maybe what y'all think that, you know, a person should be, but it's what I want to be. You know, at 5'11", I want to be 225. I want to be, you know, 6-7% body fat. I want to still be able to bench 500 pounds. You know, I want to still be able to go and do super hard cardio for a half hour straight. You know what I mean? Whatever that cardio may be. And, you know, that's a goal of mine. That's my idea of perfection for myself. And keep in mind, for myself. And the dog is the same way. As I thought about my dogs, and, you know, a question was posed to me not this morning, but a while ago. It's like, you know, have you even come close? And a lot of people always trip that I say, I don't feel like I've even come close to making the best dog that I can make, you know? It dawned on me at this point in time that, you know, in this dog world, the same way I feel about my kennel is the way I feel about the breed. You know, I don't feel like I'm even close to the dog that I want to have. So with that being said, you know what I mean? It's this, you know, it's this thought in my head, you know, it's this dog, it's this vision in my head. And it's not different from the standard. It's just the perfection of the standard. You know, it's just the dog that I see that if I can make this dog would never lose a show. If he was in a show ring, he would always be the example of it. And for me, you know what I mean? The very first thing that this dog has, you all might think about bulliness, but it's just immaculate structure. You know, and this is the standard. You know, he has the wide rear, but very straight, beautiful angles in his rear. You know, his rear end angulation is off the top, beautiful top line, more of a compact back. You know, straight feet, tight feet. Me and my guy this morning, another very, very good breeder that I respect, Adam, from Texas Powerhouse Bullies. We were talking about feet, you know, and just very, very tight feet. But y'all, I've told y'all about my size. You know, I want a wider chest, even wider than what Mandela is. I want the big head, you know. you know, if you put a number on it, I think literally because Mandela has hit myotape to 26, I literally believe that I can make a dog hit a 28 and still be on a shorter, you know, standard frame, you know, and, you know, just muscle, shredded muscle. Think King Kamali, but even more muscular. This is my vision of what I think that the breed can go to, you know. We've seen Mufasa be very, very, very nice. We've seen the bear be very nice, but I'm talking about you even take those dogs and you elevate it. But it's got to be pretty first, then bully second. And this drive, you know what I mean, of not stopping is something that we have to have in our community. We don't want excuses, y'all. You know, it's a lot of times this shit ends up in arguments and all these different things, but the bottom line to all of this is that we just don't want any fucking excuses. These dogs we need to be striving for perfection. Amongst that thing, even though I tell y'all heard me on another video where I'm striking out to try to make a 130-pound standard. You know, big, 28-inch head, great conformation. This is what I'm setting out to do, and I'm going to do it. Watch what I tell you. You know what I mean? So y'all want to talk about the battle of the beast? I'll put a beast in the ring. But what I'm saying is that I need that even if I, you know, even not if, but when I create this 130-pound dog, tight, muscular, all these things, I need that dog to be able to go on a jog with me. I need that dog to be able to keep up with my old ass, and let's go out on a nice little run for a half an hour, because I want a machine. You know what I mean? I want that dog to be able to, when I put it in front of, you know, whether it's John Easterly or Skip Miller, you know, judges that I do respect, you know, Danny Navoa, that when we go over this dog and we look at these dogs and we keep on trying to break them down, I want that dog to fit the standard so tough that these guys say, you know what, let's just go have a drink. This shit's over with. It's nothing wrong with us shooting for perfection for the dog. We have lowered our standards so much that we quitting in the gym now. You know what I mean? We get to a point that we feeling a little bit of pain and we quitting in the gym. We don't got any kind of tenacity. We don't have any kind of balls anymore to keep on pushing forward and say, you know what, this is not a great dog. A dog with a kink tail, a high rear, a dog that can't move properly, a dog that looks like another breed, a dog that has certain issues. This is not a great dog. We don't have to do a round of applause for this dog. We don't. We don't have to do a round of applause for a suspect-ass dog. We have gotten to the point to the community, we don't have balls. We got excuses. The same way for all the people who do work out, you know, when you pushing through that pain, sometimes having a breeding program is painful. Trust me. I can show y'all a bunch of very, very nice dogs, but at the same time, I can tell you about some dogs that just didn't turn out too damn great. I can tell you about breedings that I had good faith in a few years ago. I did the breedings, the dogs come out and you're like, what the fuck just happened? I just made some pit bulls. It happens, you know? But instead of making excuses and trying to take shortcuts to add in dogs that we know are not supposed to be there, then lie about it. Everyone's refusing DNA tests, including the registries not enforcing the DNA test. We gonna lie, we gonna cheat, you're quitting. Because when you're making a dog, the pursuit of the dog is by going by the rules of the pursuit of the dog. Not trying to cheat, not trying to get around it, not trying to make excuses, not trying to have anybody hold your hand, none of that. If you don't make the dog the way it's supposed to be, back to the drawing board. It's nothing wrong with that. Because just like I told you on the show ring, it's going to come a point where your dog wins the championship. TBKC all day. Your dog is going to win the championship, get his TBKC plaque. I want it to mean something. I want it to mean something. Because nothing easy means anything. I'm just telling you this. It's the grind that sets the level of quality to things, you know? It's the grind that sets our standards, you know? We are not where we are because we're not raising our standards. It's just that simple. We're lowering the bar and accepting mediocrity, and that's why our community is below mediocrity. Because when you set the bar at mediocrity, the only thing you can do is go below that shit. We need to put that bar as high in the sky as we can, and let's go get it. That's what we're trying to do. We need to be able to go through the pain. We need to be able to, okay, yeah, you know what, that breeding wasn't shit. And you need to be man or woman enough to say, you know what, that breeding wasn't shit. It wasn't that good. I don't care if it was mine. I don't have that type of pride. I don't have that type of ego. If the breedings that I'm doing now don't turn out the way that I think that they should turn out, I don't have no problem telling y'all that this is not going to the ring. This is not a show dog. Cut his nuts. Fix that bitch. We got to do better. We have to retrain our minds and retrain our focus to not be so sensitive and so bitchified that we can go out here and cry about every time somebody tells us the truth. Do you want greatness? That's all I'm asking y'all today. You know, do you want greatness? Do you want to strive for perfection? Do you want to be in that gym and work through your pain and have the body that you want? Do you want to work through the pain of going through certain litters and going through all the studying and watching your dogs and, you know, throughout the process and putting together something so one day, even if it takes you 5, 6, 7, 8 years, that you have a dog that you can really, really be proud of? Not because it made you money, but because when you go down the checklist, that dog makes every part of that checklist. That's what real dog men do. That's it. Real dog men do that shit. You know, it's people that make money off of all kind of things that are not the best in the world at what they do. Trust me, it's people that go on YouTube and they have workout videos and this, that, and the other, but they ain't no damn Mr. Olympia. They're not a Ronnie Coleman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dexter Jackson, you know what I mean? They're none of these guys. You know, they're none of these guys. It's levels to this shit, man. Where is your level at within your kennel? Are you just happy when somebody else pats you on the back and tells you good job? Or is you really going to have your own level of perfection in your mind as to what you want your dogs to be? Are you here to preserve this breed and push this breed forward? Or are you just here to soak it for whatever you can get and then say, you know, F it? State your case. State what you about. Are you a true dog man, a true dog woman, or are you a salesman? That's all it is. You know, a salesman will tell you anything to sell something. A true dog man will accept nothing but what is the true vision of that breed. We need to find true dog men and dog women and push this breed forward. Let the salesmen go. They can do whatever they want to. But we here to do some changing. We here to do some pushing through. We here to do that one last set that when it's burning like a son of a bitch, you know. We gonna go for the best dog ever. I can honestly say I ain't close, but I'm coming. I'm coming. Going home to do a breeding right now as we speak. Until next time, man, y'all keep that on your mind. God bless all y'all, man. Reach out to your peoples. Let them know you love them, man. It's a rough time of the year. I get a little sad this time of the year myself, so I know what people going through. But, man, if you're missing somebody, think about it. Somebody might be missing you. Much love to all y'all. God bless. Peace.